Willpower is a muscle that you have to train every single day in order to maintain it. This is what a lot of people don't realize and what I want to talk to you guys about in this video. So basically there's a structure in the brain that is responsible for willpower. Usually with the brain it's difficult to pinpoint which function happens where, which function arises from which area, because it's so complex and there's always an interplay happening. But with this structure, it's pretty clear, evidence is pretty clear on the fact that the anterior cingulate cortex is responsible for willpower. And the thing with this structure is, the more you choose to go through adversity, the more you say no to things that you want in the moment and say yes to things that take a little bit longer to achieve, things that are harder to achieve. Let's say you get up in the morning and you have the choice, you either go for a healthy breakfast and a run in the morning, or you go for the unhealthy option, the cake from yesterday, and simply, chilling out, not really doing anything and having a slow morning. This is a decision that you have to make. And depending on which route you take, your anterior cingulate cortex literally changes its size. So it grows bigger when you go for the healthy option and the run in the morning, and it shrinks when you go for the other route. So what I want to tell you with this is that willpower cannot be maintained if you don't keep making the hard decisions, if you don't keep taking the hard route. This is a lifestyle that you dedicate yourself to. And this does not just go for health choices. This goes for every single area in your life that you want to improve upon. Let's say you managed to pull that one person that you wanted to pull. You're in the relationship of your dreams and you're happy and you're grateful, whatever. But after a while, you don't put as much effort in. After a while, you take the easy route when it comes to thinking of dating locations, when it comes to, texting that person. Your text becomes shorter because you're busy or whatever. But after time, this will linger and this will have an effect, and this will eventually end up ruining this relationship that you worked so hard on getting. A lot of the times what I realize is that people say after a while, oh, I'm done, I'm tired, I achieved this thing and now it should be fine. Now I finally want to relax and I just want to, go back to my old ways. But what you have to realize is that this is exactly the reason why so many people cancel their gym membership after January. This is why so many people have this yo-yo effect after a diet. If you want to change something in your life, you have to realize that life is created every single day. So you cannot do something for X amount of days and then expect the result that is going to come from that, because it's like an equation. What you put in, you get out. When you dedicate yourself to eating healthy, working out, making the right choices, treating people with respect, going all in when it comes to work, etc., you're gonna reap something from that effort. But you cannot expect when you stop that and when you go back to the old ways that you've used to go upon, you cannot expect that to stay. And this is what I think a lot of people don't realize, that literally willpower is a muscle. And this sounds hard right now, it's a bitter pill to swallow, to have to accept the fact that you probably will have to spend the rest of your life doing difficult things and embracing the suck, embracing the hard stuff, forcing yourself to go on runs in the early mornings, whatever. This sounds horrible, And some people, and that is fine as well, I guess, if that's what they choose for themselves, some people are going to say no. In the face of this adversity, this effort that is connected with this lifestyle, I say no to this because I don't want this. But if you really want to change deeply and truly, and if you really want to improve your life, you have to realize that it's a journey. But there's also a positive note and a positive end to this. It's a muscle. What do muscles do? they become stronger. So it will become easier. And it does not just become easier to go for that run in the early morning. This also has to do with habits as well. Why does this become easier? Your ACC grows stronger, so your center for willpower becomes stronger, but also it's a habit. At this point, you know what to do when. There's not a lot of effortful thinking going into the thing. When you know what to do at which time, with whom, it is automized and it activates a network in your brain that just operates, and it's not connected to so much effortful thinking, right? This is the one part, but the other part is the stronger your willpower gets, the more easy it becomes to go even further. And this is the thing also that a lot of people don't realize. They stop at a point in this journey of self-improvement where their ACC is not very strong yet, where their habits that they wanted to implement, they're not habits yet. It takes about 3 weeks to form a habit, and people quit way earlier. This structure takes time to adjust. Yes, our brain is able to transform. This is neuroplasticity. We're always able to learn, but it takes time. And when I tell you that after the 3 weeks, you will get to know yourself from a whole different perspective, you will realize and see a beast inside of you that you didn't think was inside of you. This is the truth. You will realize how strong you can actually get when you persevere and when you choose not to quit. Right now, if you want to change and improve, and you're maybe in a motivation pit hole right now, you're kind of questioning everything and kind of thinking to yourself, oh, this was all for nothing. This is just not for me. I'm going back to my old lifestyle. I don't want this. I don't need this. Think again. Your ACC is already growing. It's probably already bigger than it was in the beginning. Your habits have already started forming. They just need time to, really wire into your brain. But when you have the patience and the stamina, and when you choose to, even if you don't want to do it, do the thing, this is exactly when willpower is built. Because what these studies also show on the ACC is that the more adversity it takes, the more hard it feels, and you do it anyway, this is when the delta, the growth of this ACC is the largest. So think about this. Think about the fact that next time it'll become easier, and every time you go for the difficult thing, you grow stronger and you grow more into this beast-like version of you. So this is, I guess, the motivation message to everyone out there struggling right now. Willpower is a muscle, and you can build that muscle up. I hope you guys could take something from this video, and I see you guys in the next video. Bye.